Yeah, Grand Rising out there, kings, queens, family, off pausers out there. What's going on with it? Mr. Off Pause over here. Yeah. Of course, you know, date night was a success. Yeah, with the Bravos, we give them 4 forks. We'll give them 4 forks up. Yeah, anyway. Broadcast brought to you by Momentum with Jay. You can't have a moment without some momentum. Real distinguished gentlemen, distinguished book club, happily married TV, 5 forks up. Let's get it. Repeat after me. I am great. I am abundance. I am more than enough. I always think both. I focus on opportunities over obstacles. I am a money magnet. I am it. Sky's the limit. Let's go. Man, so we changed the format, so now we answer questions. So today's topic is patience. You know what I mean? So we're gonna answer these questions on this patience, and we're about to do some searching, some soul searching, if you will, some self-searching. So man, first of all, who do you have patience? Who should you have patience for? Or who do you have patience for? I feel like you should have patience for your little humans. I really do. I feel like you should be so patient with your, and me and wifey, we was talking about, like, she was teaching her stuff, and I'm like, be patient with her, babe, because you don't know how she learned or whatever, but and wifey, they worked that out and they got it together. So in the end of it, they was smiling and having a good time, you know what I mean? But who should you, or who do you exercise patience with? You know what I mean? So what should you exercise patience doing? Like, what should you exercise? You know what I mean? What should you exercise patience doing? You should exercise patience when doing something new. Like, whatever it is, because, I mean, you got to understand that the first time you done something, you wasn't good at it. So, you know what I mean? You need to exercise patience in learning that. You know what I mean? When should you exercise patience? All the time. You should exercise patience every single day of every single minute of every single hour. You just should. Because, I mean, it's going to be, plus exercising patience shows you emotionally intelligent. You know what I mean? Because you're not in a rush to do everything, and everybody can't rush you into nothing. You always got to, you know what I mean? You think your way through stuff. Where should you exercise patience? I feel like you should exercise patience wherever the situation calls for it. Now my fault on the other statement. Some situations you don't need to exercise patience because you already know them. Like, you know what I mean? Like, with cooking, I don't need to exercise patience because I know it. You know what I mean? But you should exercise patience where is around people. You know what I mean? And show people that you have patience. Show your children that you have patience. Excuse me. And like, so you know what I mean? Now, why should you exercise patience? Well, because it shows emotional intelligence. You should also exercise patience because it gives you a chance to think your situation through. Like, just think about this, man. If every situation that came up, what if you had a day to think about it? 24 hours. I mean, every situation. Like, not from pumping your gas to what you're gonna eat to who you gonna hang with. Just imagine if you had a whole 24 hours to think about it. I think your decision will be different than the one you're gonna make sporadically. See what I mean? So that's why you should exercise patience. And it's okay to tell people I need to think about it, or give me a second, or let me, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's okay to tell people that you need some time to unpack that, or, you know what I mean? So it ain't all, you're not rushing for everything. You see what I mean? Like, it doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? So yeah, so the last question is, how do you exercise patience? You exercise patience by sitting still when you know you need to move, or you feel you need to move. Just sit your ass still and just think, or just sit with whatever, just sit with it for a minute. You know what I mean? Wallow in it. Because it's gonna be easier. It's gonna be easier to exercise patience in some situations. You know what I mean? It'll be a lot easier to exercise patience in situations where it's like, you know what I mean? Like, situations that don't require patience, it's gonna be harder to show patience. You know what I mean? Or situations where patience is, I don't feel like there's ever a situation where patience is bad. You know what I mean? So if you sit there and you take time to think out something, I think that's being methodical about it. I don't think that's being showing patience. And I think it's just you thinking your way through it logically. But like I said, just imagine if you had one day, 24 hours to think about every decision you have to make. Every single one. And you would make some different decisions. That's period. You know what I mean? That's just the thing about it, man. It's crazy because, man, it's so easy not to practice patience and just go and be like, oh, well, the reason I did that was because it just looked good, or it sounded good, or it was good at the moment. You know, you see what I'm saying? Instead of thinking your way through it, taking some time to understand it. You know what I mean? So that's what I mean when I say exercise patience, man. Like, everything is not, you don't need to rush everything. Some things, yes. Majority of the shit, no. You don't. And people are so caught up on this immediate gratification that is crazy anyway. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that immediate satisfaction, that's what we own now. But that's what the society is on now, immediate gratification. There's no plotting, no planning, no strategizing, none of that, man. I want it now, and that's what I want. No matter what you gotta do to get it. You know what I mean? And it's crazy because, you know what I mean, a lot of people don't understand it. They're gonna get caught up in that, and then they're gonna lose themselves. You know what I mean? For just not practicing patience. You know what I'm saying? Me, myself, I spent money on stuff that I know I didn't need to because I wasn't patient. But I also understand that sometimes you can't have patience. You gotta be hasty. You gotta go. Like, cause, for example, it was the website I got on Derek Grace website, and I was buying stuff. It was like $1 was for this, $2 was for this, $1 for this. So I started buying shit, man. I bought a lot of shit. A couple days later, website back to the normal price. $49, $149, $199, $299. So, you know what I mean? Sometimes patience, it just depends on the situation to me. But I feel like if you if you understand your situations, like, you know what I'm saying, if how can I say that? If the situations you getting in, you understand that, you know if you need to exercise patience or not from the situation you in. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. So that's what we talking about today, patience. Who, what, when, where, why, and how. All about patience. Yeah, man. So y'all have a great one. Stay blessed. Inspire somebody today. Smile a lot. Laugh even more. Have fun. Enjoy life. You know what I mean? Don't complain. You know what I mean? Just have fun, man. You know what I mean? That's what it is, man. Have a great one. Y'all stay off pause out there, because we off pause over here.